Alrighty, I'm just gonna make this one a quick-ish video. This is just something I threw together a few days ago. It's not completely complete yet. There are still a few things I want to get for it, particularly on the shelter side of things. So just real quick about this. This is more of a belt pouch style kit. I found this pouch on eBay, and it came in a few different colors. It came in Coyote, came in ACU, Multicam, OD, and then it came in this Coyote orange hybrid. And I really like that for this style of kit because overall it's one of your last lines of defense, and if you lose it, you want to find it. You want to be able to see it. So I went for the orange. So this thing costed like $7 on eBay too, and it took about 2 weeks to get here. But $7 for 2 weeks, that's I'll deal with that. So anyway, like I said, it's not completely finished, but I'm gonna crack it open real quick. Before we get started, I do want to remind people that I will be having my knife on my hip, right? And then in my coat pocket, I also have another pocket knife, a ferro rod, and a box of waterproof matches. If you hear some weird things hitting the camera, that's just some snow that's fallen off of this tree I'm sitting under at the moment, so that's no big deal. Anyway, let's crack this open real quick. Alright, we see it's got this quick release buckle, so we'll release that. Flaps open. The first thing we see is this Altoid Smalls tin. Now, this isn't really that much for an overall survival situation. Majority of the time, when I go out, I'll have either my 22 or my 410 with me, just for a small caliber, small rounds, just to touch anything that I might see. So in here, I just have 20 rounds of 22 hollow points. All right, like I said, just in case I get caught out in the weather, I usually almost always have my rifle on me. So I got these in case that happens. Like I said, not a necessity, but a luxury that I'm happy I can fit in here. Next up, we got a hank of paracord. This is just a small one, just to fill up as much space in here as I could. Plus, more cordage is more cordage. There is more in this kit. And the last thing in this front pocket is the compass, and this is the Kamenga tritium compass, so it doesn't need any ambient light to glow in the dark. It just automatically glows in the dark for, I think the tritium has a half-life of 10 years. So those are the three things I keep right there, just real quick to grab. The compass, the small hank of paracord, and the small tin of 22 rounds. Over here we see there is this could be used to put a pen in, or it could be used to put a flashlight in. I don't see a flashlight as being incredibly necessary, although I will have one in here if I don't already. I can't really remember at the moment, but I see more of a necessity is having some sort of a sharpening device. And this is just an old Lansky's diamond rod, just so I can touch up my fixed blade on my belt, touch up my pocket knife in my jacket, and touch up the other cutting tools that I have in this kit, should I need to. Alright, next pocket. Now, if you guys have any better way to condense this, other than wrapping it around a stick or a credit card or something, I'd like to hear it. But this is a roll of fishing line, and obviously in this form it's not as condensed as it could be, but the same token, I don't have much more that I think I need to fit in here. So I see this as a way to, you know, keep this fishing line in here, at least until I get these other shelter implements that I want. I have 6 water purification tablets. Alright, and these are all for a quart, so I will be having my water bottle, which is also attached to me. So I don't need to worry about having a container in this kit. So that's just for purifying if I can't get a fire going for some reason. Right here, I also have 2 pairs of toe warmers. Alright, the most annoying thing is having those toes cold. So I just threw these in, not as a necessity, but more of a comfort item if I have someone else with me. I wear my muck boots, and they get the job done for, you know, keeping the feet warm. But, you know, toe warmers don't need to be only used for your toes. You can also put them in your coat, put them in your gloves, whatever. I also have just a very, very small but long razor blade just for any super fine tasks that I need. If I can get this cardboard back on, there we go. Alright. Right here is just a piece of an old t-shirt I cut up, threw in, just to act as a bandana. Alright. Obviously this can be used for quick filtering, bandage, signaling. Not right now since there's snow on the ground, but in the summertime this could be used for signaling, grabbing hot things out of the fire, using it as a rag to wipe any sweat off your face, wipe blood off your hands, whatever. You know, pretty big deal. Charcloth. Here's some more of that paracord I was talking about, just odds and ends bits that sorry guys, it's a little cold out here, my mouth isn't quite working right. Just little odds and ends bits that I daisy chained together, and one seemed to be a little bit longer than the rest, and then I just daisy chained that singular piece together. So there we go, 3 different lengths. And then at the very bottom of this pocket, if I can get them out, I got 2 wet fires. Alright, so just extra insurance that I can get this fire going when I need it. And that is it for that pocket, you know, for the main pocket. Right on top, I got a Leatherman. This is a Leatherman Super Tool 300. It's an incredible multi-tool, and I love it. And I think this will be able to get me out of any jam that I get myself into. Remember, there is no fixed blade in here. I do have a fixed blade on my belt though, so I don't need one in here. Right here in this tin, we have just a small fishing kit. There's some hooks, there's a few sinkers, there's a bobber, there's a rubber in here. Okay, and that works in conjunction with the fishing line, of course. Got a bic, and we have another small ferro rod here. I like this because it was a good size to be able to pack. All right, there we go. Just condenses right into itself. Nice little package. And then another box of waterproof matches. Alright, here is a little signaling carabiner here. It's a real small little carabiner. On here I have a whistle. This is a Fox 40 Classic with no P on the inside, so it can't freeze up. Right here, it's nothing expensive or anything like that, no big deal. This is just a solitaire, a mini mag solitaire. Alright, not the brightest thing in the world. The light really isn't that much for signaling. That's, you know, what my fire will be used for at night. So this is more for just seeing around in my pack at night and basic stuff like that. And then right here is a signal mirror, and I have probably 20 feet, 15 or 20 feet of flagging tape wrapped around here. So when I get in a bind, first thing I can do, I can pull this out, pull this flagging tape out, and start flagging off trees, encircling my perimeter, or creating my perimeter essentially, and then putting arrows inwards towards where the camp is from there. So I'll have 360-degree visual signaling through that, and on the ground I'll have sticks or rocks or whatever signifying where my location is. And then, of course, the signal mirror. So that's just a little signaling carabiner, essentially. Right here we have one more blade. This is a buck Stockman, okay? So just a good good pocket knife. Good for what I need. Right here is just a little odds and ends bag from an MRE accessory package. So there's some Splenda in there. There's some iodized salt, and this might be, and I'm pretty sure this is the coffee here. Coffee really not that great if you don't have the water that you need, but in this area there's water all over the place. I have the purification tablets. I have plenty of ways to start fire, and I will have my water bottle on me, so I'm really not too worried about not having the water. So this will just be a good little boost of caffeine. Speaking of which, alright, it's not telling me how many milligrams of caffeine are in there. But anyway, so that's that. And then, the last thing I have in here is this bulky dressing. And in my line of thinking, one more thing I want to throw in here is a roll of Gorilla Tape. Small roll of Gorilla Tape. But my line of thinking, this will come out when there is a serious possibility of loss of life due to an open wound, bleeding, stuff like that. Anything else, the reason why there's no band-aids in here is because that's what this is. This is going to be a band-aid. This mixed with the Gorilla Tape is going to be a band-aid. The Gorilla Tape alone could be a band-aid, honestly. Yeah, so really the main medical stuff is going to be this, the Gorilla Tape, and the water bottle for any fluid that I need, you know, as irrigation to wash out the wound. So really that's it. This is just a last case, you know, I guess you could call it insurance. A good insurance plan right here. But yeah, it's just a big piece of gauze that is ready to soak up blood that, you know, you might be bleeding very, very badly. Just real quick back to this pouch. One thing I did forget to mention, it is MOLLE compatible. I really like that. Strap that onto your pack and you're good to go. Plus, you got this little tab right here you could run some line through and wear it over your shoulder, kind of like a gear slinger kind of setup. And really that's it. It's just a real simple, compartmentalized, but not too compartmentalized. Perfect. I think. I don't know. We'll have to do a few videos of overnighters with just this to see how we do. But anyway, so that's this basic kit. Like I said, I do have a few other things I want to get. I want to get a small roll of Gorilla Tape, a Mylar blanket, and a piece of drop cloth, like a polyurethane painter's drop cloth or something like that. And really, I think those are the three things that I need. Other than that, I should be all right. If you guys have any ideas as to what else I can throw in here, or things I should take out and replace, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I really like getting feedback. I really like getting suggestions so then I can try something new. So, alright, you guys have a good, fabulous day. And I'm going to get this all packed up again. And I'll see you guys soon.